ouch, 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 hot. Ooh, okay, we'll save that for a little later. Good morning, Holland, and welcome back to school. Today is Thursday. It's September 10th of 2020, and here are your morning announcements. Probably wondering why I've got my lunch already this morning. It's because today is National TV Dinner Day, so I'm celebrating with a chicken pot pie. Should be delicious for lunch. I hope your lunch is as good as mine. We'll start off with the Hawk Way here at Holland, where we are respectful, responsible, prepared, and always safe. Yesterday, I reminded my first and fourth graders about a couple of meetings they have this afternoon with both Mr. G and Mr. Evans, so it's time to rotate those grades around. Today, our second grade students will be meeting with Mr. G at 2 o'clock. Make sure you follow your teacher's directions on Seesaw for that. And my fifth graders, you're going to be meeting with Mr. Evans today at 2 o'clock. Again, be checking your Google Classroom assignments or any links or information that your teachers send out to you about how to get into that meeting. Speaking of Mr. Evans, it's time to cut away to him to talk about our daily weather report. Mr. Evans, I hope you're here today. Mr. Evans, go for it.
Thanks, Mr. Lowry. As you might know, this is not Holland Elementary. I am on location today, special assignment, Door Elementary here in Springfield Local Schools. And joining me this morning for our weather report is my good friend and SEL coach, Mrs. Rechtine, and she's so friendly as she greets everybody that way at the door each day. So, for today's weather forecast, I think it looks like a beautiful day. Mrs. Rechtine, what do you think? What do you think?
Why do you have an umbrella and a basket?
Well, that is a good question. My friends in Mr. Conrad's second grade class, everybody wave to the traffic coming by. My friends in Mr. Conrad's second grade class say, when it is cloudy, there's always a chance of meatballs. Let's eat. Back to you, Mr. Lowry.
Thanks, Mr. Evans. Now I got a taste for some spaghetti and meatballs. Anyway, if you're looking for any help or any questions that we might be able to answer for you here, you can always contact our office at 419-867-5655 or 419-867-5600. All right, today we're bringing you yet another special segment. Our great meteorologist is not only fantastic at predicting weather, he's also an amazing investigative journalist. So we're going to turn right back to Mr. Evans again, as he's going to dig a little deeper into getting to know your teachers. Today's Teacher of the Week for 5 questions and a fact, Mrs. Dustin.
All right, thanks, Mr. Lowry. I am so excited for our first time doing 5 questions and a fact. And joining me today is one of our second grade teachers and this week's Hawk Employee of the Week, Mrs. Deisher. Thank you for joining us today. Are you nervous?
I am very nervous.
Notice we are socially distanced right now. This is about, we're 6 foot. All right. Mrs. Deisher, we promise you we don't have too many difficult questions. But
oh, good.
We want your students to connect to you as they're at home and probably sitting in their pajamas right now. And
probably.
Okay, so the first question, what do you enjoy to do in your free time?
Boy, in my free time, I enjoy going for bike rides, and I enjoy swimming and playing games with my kids and going to their sporting events. My kids are involved in sports and dance, and so I'm always doing something with them.
And with all that time, how does she find time to teach? Don't know. What do you like to do best? What do you like best about your job?
I love working with kids. I can't imagine doing much else. I've been doing it so long that I don't know. I just love working with kids and seeing how much they accomplish throughout the year.
Now this doesn't count as one of the 5 questions. How many years have you been teaching?
This is year number 20.
All right, give it up for Mrs. Deisher, year number 20, all right. All right, Mrs. Deisher, now number 3. If you weren't a teacher, what would you be?
The only thing I can think of is something with animals. Probably like working at a doggy daycare where I could just pet dogs all day and snuggle them and enjoy my time with dogs.
You know you have to clean up after them too.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the good part.
Well, that probably takes care of question number 4, but we're going to ask her anyways. Are you a dog person or a cat person?
Definitely a dog person.
And any dogs at home?
2, Hudson and Holly.
All right, Hudson and Holly, hello from your morning announcements. And finally, we're doing a little research here, Mr. G and I.
Uh-oh.
And so we want to ask you this question, and we'll accumulate the results as we interview each week a new teacher. But is a hot dog a sandwich?
No,
Why?
because it's not made with bread, but it's a bun. So I don't know. I would say no. No, I don't think so.
There you have it. Just one teacher's opinion, but she's saying no. Is a hot dog? A hot dog is not a sandwich. And finally, it wouldn't be called 5 questions and a fact if we didn't get a fact from you. Tell us one interesting fact about yourself.
Well, one interesting fact is that when I was in high school, I won a car.
Really? Do you still
Really?
have it?
No, I don't still have it.
And there you have it. She won a car. Well, thank you, Mrs. Deischer, for being our first ever contestant or participant on 5 questions and a fact. Good luck on the rest of the school year.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
And back to you, Mr. Lowry.
Thanks for that hard-hitting investigative reporting, Mr. Evans. And Ms. Deischer, you couldn't be more wrong. All right, guys, if you'd like to join us on any of the majors of social media, we can be found on Twitter at HawksLocal or like us on Facebook at Holland Hawks. Back by popular demand, we're going to turn the jokes over to Mr. G for his wonderful joke of the day. Mr. G, it's all yours, buddy.
Thanks, Mr. Lowry. It's great to be back here. I didn't appreciate being kicked off the air so quickly yesterday. So, your joke of the day is, why did the teddy bear say no to the dessert? Because she was stuffed. Back to you.
Oh my gosh, I don't know who's worse, him or the Gens. Thanks, Mr. G. Great joke. All right, guys, that's all your announcements for this Thursday. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and rise, do the Pledge of Allegiance at home. Have a great afternoon, everybody, and we look forward to seeing you all back here tomorrow for the end of the week. It's gonna be Friday. Goodbye, everyone.